Scandals in the royal family often read like chapters from a gripping novel, and this one is no exception. Imagine waking up to discover that a single signature could alter the very identity of a duchess once at the center of Buckingham Palace drama. That's exactly the storm brewing as reports swirl that Catherine has quietly signed a royal decree permanently banning Meghan Markle from ever using the HRH, her Royal Highness, title again. If that doesn't make you sit up straighter with your morning tea, what will? But before we continue, please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. The story isn't just about protocol or tradition. It's about power, symbolism, and the fine line between inclusion and exclusion in the most famous family on earth. And whether you admire Meghan's fierce independence or side with the royals' unyielding traditions, one thing is certain. This twist changes everything. A title that defined a new era. When Meghan Markle married Prince Harry, her transformation from actress to Duchess of Sussex wasn't just about exchanging vows. It was about stepping into a centuries-old institution with rituals older than some nations. The HRH title, 3 small letters, signified something enormous: belonging. Yet those very letters also sparked constant headlines. Could Meghan, who challenged norms and traditions, truly wear the crown of her Royal Highness without friction? The world debated endlessly, and every gesture, smile, or absence was magnified 100-fold. Losing the HRH title was one thing, but being permanently banned from reclaiming it? That's a whole new battlefield. But why would Catherine, of all people, take such a decisive step? Catherine's silent power move. On the surface, Catherine has always embodied grace. The peacemaker, the steady hand, the picture-perfect royal. Yet behind palace walls, quiet authority often speaks louder than grand proclamations. By allegedly signing this decree, Catherine isn't just removing a title. She's making a statement about loyalty, responsibility, and perhaps even trust. It's worth remembering that Catherine, now stepping deeper into her future role as Queen Consort, represents continuity. Her decision signals that certain doors, once closed, won't be reopened. It's less about punishing Meghan and more about drawing a firm line in the royal sand. But doesn't this beg a bigger question? Could such firmness spark unintended consequences for the monarchy's image? Meghan's side of the story. For Meghan, titles may never have been the ultimate prize. After all, she and Harry carved out a life in Montecito, far from the gilded cages of royal duties. Yet, the symbolism of being banned from HRH cuts deep. It's like being told, once and for all, you're not welcome here. Public perception adds another layer. Meghan's supporters will likely view the move as another example of palace coldness, reinforcing the outsider narrative that has followed her since day one. To others, though, it may look like a necessary step to protect the integrity of royal tradition. So where does that leave Harry? Caught between the woman he loves and the family he was born into? The ripple effect on Harry. Harry's journey has always been marked by duality. Duty versus freedom, tradition versus authenticity. With Catherine's decree against Meghan, the divide between him and his brother William, as well as the broader family, could widen even further. Some insiders suggest Harry may interpret this as a personal affront, almost as if the door to reconciliation is being slammed shut. Others argue he may see it as the inevitable consequence of choices already made. But here's the kicker. What happens when private family tension becomes public spectacle? Lessons beyond the palace walls. While most of us don't juggle titles or decrees, this saga resonates because it mirrors everyday life in surprising ways. Who hasn't faced moments of exclusion? Who hasn't been told they don't belong, whether in a workplace, family, or social circle? Titles may not define us, but the emotional weight of acceptance versus rejection certainly does. The royal family's drama serves as a reminder. Boundaries matter, decisions carry weight, and identity is often tied to symbols others may dismiss as small. The real question for all of us is, how do we handle rejection with bitterness, or by carving out a new path that reflects our own values? What happens next? The beauty and chaos of royal life is that every decision creates ripple effects across the globe. Will Meghan respond? Will Harry push back? Or will this decree cement the firm but fractured future of the royal family? One thing's for sure, this isn't the last chapter. In fact, it might just be the beginning of a new, more turbulent era. At the end of the day, whether you cheer Catherine's decisiveness or sympathize with Meghan's plight, this drama underscores how powerful a single signature can be. It isn't just about tradition. It's about identity, belonging, and the choices we make when family and duty collide. Now the real question is yours to answer. Do you believe this decree was an act of necessary strength, or an avoidable act of exclusion? Share your thoughts, start the conversation, and let's see where the story takes us next. Would you like me to also craft a YouTube description with hashtags for this same headline so you have a matching content package?